I am Tara, and I am your host, and I'm here to do my nails. I apologize that I didn't go live on Monday. It was my son's last day home before going back to school. So, before starting high school, actually. So, I spent it with him and just washing his new clothes and doing stuff around the house to prep, get his backpack ready, things like that. So, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you stopped by. If you're not new here, welcome back. Let me pull up the live. Today, we're going to do a Cosmic Nails Mani. I know I've been doing a lot of Cosmic Manis, but she released 2 collections, so I am promoting them. Let me find my live here. There we go. Okay. Pull up the chat. Okay, got it. All right, I've already put Peel Base on this hand. If you look at my hand, they're 2 different lengths and shapes. They're both polygel. Typically, I just use full coverage jelly tips on my nails. I glue those on and then dip over them. But I felt like changing it up, so I did medium almonds with this purple Aurora polygel and stuck some gemstones on there. And this hand is Luxie Nails Acrygel in the color Peach Souffle, which you can save 15% there if you use Tara 15 as a savings code. I think my nails are dry. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use one dip that looks really pretty. I don't even know exactly what it looks like out of the bag. It's called Mandala Effect. And it's from the Weird, Wonderful, and Woo Woo collection. Oh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's got, are those square glitter? Oh no, they're shards. Okay. So there's like some pink, like dark pink / fuchsia glitter or foils. I think they're glitter shards. I see gold foil. I see I see a blue color and like an aqua color. There's also some fine glitters in there, you can see. So I was thinking of putting this on 3 nails, and then we'll do 2 accent nails, and we'll do nail art. I have these transfer foils right here, which I'll probably never get back in the bag. But they have, oh, this is just a little piece, so I can show you guys. They have individual leaves, and there's even like some purple leaves. I just thought like the yellowish colors would match the gold, and then we have like the purple. There's a multicolored one there. If not, we'll use different transfer foils or we'll do stamping or something. But I'm going to do this on 3 nails, and then should I do my 2 accent nails, like the base color? Should I do them nude? Dip them nude, or should I do them white? I pulled out both colors just in case. I pulled out Casper from Cosmic. This glows in the dark. It glows aqua. And then Caught Red-Handed. This glows red. I love this one. I've used a lot of it. As you can see, it was a mini, but it's a nice nude color. So I thought the nude would go good. But let's see. Let's start dipping, we'll do our 3 nails with the glitter since I've already poured it out. Hi, Lubov. Zimmelman, how are you? I'm about to start dipping my nails. Definitely say hi if you're new here. So I want your opinions if I should do, I guess we'll do our 2 accent nails as the ring and the middle nail. Should I do them nude? Should I do them white? I'm kind of leaning towards doing them nude. But if we end up stamping, well, we could still do some. I don't know. Let me see what this color looks like on my nail. So I'm putting dip base over the entire nail, and now I'm just going to lay flat into the dip, tap it off. I'm going to take this pointed tool here, it's called a precision tool, and just go around the cuticles to clean up any glitter. I'm not worried about foils or anything, but just clean up any glitter that is on my skin or out of the cuticle line. So these 2 are going to be our accent nails. So we'll go onto the index finger next. Just go slow at the cuticle. You'll see me go over my nail twice on this first layer. I'm wearing peel base so I can pop off my dip when I'm ready to remove this mayonnaise rather than filing it off. The 2 new Cosmic Nails collections are gorgeous. I love this color. This one, again, it's called Mandala Effect. And you can get the whole collection or just individual dips. The individual dips at cosmicnails.com or the Cosmic Nails Etsy shop. She's on Etsy too. It's Kozmik. Don't mind my TV in the background. If it's too loud, let me know. It's the Donna Adelson trial. I'll turn it down a little bit. Guys, it's going to be so nice here today. High of 73. Talk about ideal weather. Okay, so same thing on the thumb. So the reason I was saying that I go over the nail twice is that my peel base makes the base coat dry fast, at least the first layer of base coat you put down. So I go over it twice just to make sure it's not dry when I dip. Okay. I want that foil to stay on there. Just kind of patting the foils down. Okay. So now we want to take a brush and I'm going to dust off all of the nails that we just dipped. When you're brushing off glitters, make sure you're kind of firm so that any loose glitters do come off so they don't end up on your base brush. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do the second layer, and this is what is going to give us full coverage. This is so pretty. I love the colors, pink, blue, and gold. This time, too, I'm going to shake the cupcake liner a little because the foils were kind of off to the side there, and I want to get more of those gold foils on my nail. Yeah, that falls. All right, there we go. So now I don't need to go over the nail twice because I already have a base layer of dip down on there. Okay. So laying flat into the glitter. I'm gonna let it sit for a few seconds, but you don't want anything really, any of these shards to dry sticking up, you know. So what we can do is take this bag. It's just a plastic bag that dips come in. Sometimes liquids come in them. Save those plastic bags. They work so good for pressing down glitters. This is still a little wet, so I'm just going to pick up some more dip. Okay.
The next that we see is at 11:23 a.m. This is about 50 minutes later.
Super pretty. Let's do layer number 2 on the index finger. I want those foils on there. All right, I better not touch them with my finger. Gorgeous. Okay, let's take the plastic bag again and just press down to make sure those glitter shards are flat. There we go. Otherwise, what's going to happen if you use your finger or something, the glitters will stick to your skin and you'll lift them off your nail. So that's why I use the plastic bag. Yeah, so there's a bunch of fine glitters in this, especially in like that magenta color. There we go. Okay, so we'll flip the finger over the thumb.
In order for a wiretap to be in place,
I'm pushing a lot of these back onto the nail instead of brushing them off. Coverage is a little thin on this side, I think. Let me grab the bag. And pressing down will break up any super large foil pieces if you don't like the look of, you know, like a giant foil on your nail. They're very delicate, so they break up pretty easily and naturally on the nail. God, that's gorgeous. Oh, I got glitter sticking up there. I feel like the coverage is thin there. I might put a little bit of base and stick my thumb in there to cover that side up more. Because look how there's a lot more glitter shards and stuff here. But over here, it's just kind of blah. So let's brush off. We'll see how they all look and if I want to do any hand placement of any glitter or foil. And you can totally do that if, you know, you're applying a glitter and your nail doesn't look how you want it to look. You can hand place. And I do that all the time. Patty, are you here yet? Hey, Britt. How are you? My girl. You're the first one to say anything to me. One other person said hi to me. That's it. I've just been running a one-sided conversation this whole time. I'm going to add a little more base here. Okay. There we go. Doesn't that look better?
The software gives listeners, law enforcement, the ability to
So much better.
our synopsis of the recordings done by law enforcement.
Yes.
Is there any involvement by the
Okay.
actual phone carrier with the company?
There is, yes.
Is monitoring of the calls done live?
All right, so we did those 3 nails. I should have done, probably should have done my accent nails first, but the glitter was already out. Britt, should I do my 2 accent nails white or nude? I was thinking, I have these transfer foils here. They're clear, but they have leaves you can like individually cut out, which is what I'm planning to do. To put on these 2 nails. And if it doesn't match, I'll use something else. Other transfer foils, or we can stamp on them or whatever. I'm just not sure what color I should do my 2 accent nails. I was leaning towards nude, but if white will look better, I'll do white. Ah, okay. And nude. Okay. I'm good, Britt. Dominic started high school yesterday. It's garbage day. All right. It's so nice out here. It's sunny. It's like perfect weather. It's going to be a high of 73 today. I need to get more of caught red-handed. This is a nude that glows red, Britt. We're doing a cosmic nails, Manny. Again. There we go. And my polygel is like a nude type color as well.
There are a number of things that go into that. Time is one of them, yes. We have a guideline.
So you can see I had gone over the cuticle line there, so I just use my tool, go around, and clean it up.
To see if that conversation has turned criminal or turned into something relevant to the investigation.
So the officer can go back in and listen in again to see if they are now talking about it.
Okay.
Call it spot check.
And can the listeners of the call help the law enforcement officers doing that?
The listener of the call. Sorry?
Can we as the listeners hear the code tell an officer?
Yes, in certain versions of software, there's an audible tone.
All right. Dust them off.
There's printouts from the software that tells us.
I think I'm just going to do 1 layer of the nude, and then we'll do 1 layer of clear over that because they're nude underneath, and I just don't think I really need to do a second layer. I have polygel on. Polygel's stronger than jelly tips, so I'm not worried about any breaking happening. All right. Okay. So I have Cosmic Nails Ultra Clear. I'm going to use this. I'm going to do the nude nails first. And then from there, we'll move on to our glitter nails. And this is so I don't contaminate my clear, or at least there's less likely of not even that. I don't get glitter on my accent nails. That's the main reason.
A number of supervisors. I supervise from a technical standpoint to make sure that information is being received and operating functionally. The case agent supervise the investigative standpoint. It's a representative from the state attorney's office to monitor the legal.
These are the only fall transfer foils I have, though. I was kind of looking to do a fall mani because it was like nice out, like kind of reminds me of fall. I'm going to go back in here. They're still a little wet. Just tap them off. That's better. Yeah, high school there. It really, it was Britt?
On
Wow.
different recorded conversations throughout the wiretap. Are you aware of
Do you know who Richard Ojeda is, Britt? He's running for Senate in West Virginia.
iCloud, these text messages in the iCloud, where there are messages where he and Magbanua
He's awesome.
are having conversations about mundane things.
He's a veteran, and he's a fighter.
So the phone records indicate that despite what Charlie Adelson says on the wire,
Oh, I threw away that other plastic bag. Let me grab another one. I'm gonna use this plastic bag, guys, to
right,
press down again, just to make sure
tell us the date, time of the phone calls.
that the glitter shards are still flat.
Communication during that time frame. This is 4/19 of 2016, and what we see is the bump happened at 1:47.
I think I might need
Who was Donna Adelson
we need that to be covered up.
after the bump?
I think it'll be okay when I activate it.
The first call was 3 minutes.
Did she call Ruby Adelson or Harvey Adelson during that time?
Immediately after, no.
Did she call Catherine Magbanua at any point? Anyone
Okay.
else associated with this besides Charlie Adelson?
No.
And when was her first call to Charlie Adelson? After the bump?
So you can see, looking at the nail, there's like a shard sticking up over on the side, and that's the stuff I'm concerned about that I want to flatten out. But you need the nail to be like dry enough before you start pressing down, otherwise you're going to lift the dip.
Yes.
We'll get into the details of that later, but what I want to talk about now
Okay.
is whether we
And then we'll press down again too when we activate the nails, and that will give us a nice smooth surface before or mostly smooth surface before we even start filing. Really cuts down on the filing time.
that Donna Adelson and Wendy Adelson talked about Charlie Adelson's trial, his November 2023 trial, and the verdict as it was happening.
Yes.
He's doing the culinary program, Britt.
Are you familiar with
Andy's
Charlie
taking
Adelson's testimony
Italian.
that Garcia and
He said there's only 3 kids in the class, and the other 2 are only in there because they didn't pick a foreign language.
Okay. I'll just review the sidebar. Oh my word. April 2016.
Pressing down. Okay. A little bit of a foil or glitter shard there. I definitely can see purple in my clear, so let's get that out. Okay. Okay. So now we'll just dust off. Are you home or at work today, Britt? Okay. All right, so time to activate, and then we're gonna, like I said, press down the glitter nails again. So I'm gonna do the nude nails first. They can start getting to work curing. So what I do on, especially on these thicker nails with glitters and stuff, I go over it twice. Now you gotta wait like at least 5 seconds anyway. But now I can go in with the plastic bag, smush everything down. Okay. And that's super, I should have did the side of it. Okay, so the side's a little bumpy here, but I will smooth that out with filing. Ooh, such a pretty glitter. I love this shade of blue in it. Laura has an appointment today. She wasn't going to be here. Oh, you done now? You done working for the day? This is so smooth. A little tiny bump. Let's see. All right, the rest of it will file out. So anyway, the main purpose of all of this is just to make your filing easier and quicker. I mean, if you're not as particular as me, you probably don't even need to push down after, applying the glitter and after encapsulating. You could probably just do it once when you activate. I just like to keep it all under control, while I'm going. Step by step, I guess, if that makes sense. Oops, lost a button. Another one. Oh, they're going to lunch. Donna Adelson trial. I got a bump there. Doesn't feel too bumpy, but it's there. Okay. All right. So we'll just give them another minute or so to finish curing, and then we'll shape them, buff them, and add our nail art. I'm glad I did these nude. Thank you, Britt. I think that just looks better with the gold and everything, and with it, me trying to do a fall mani. I definitely have, I don't want to do, I've been doing so many stickers lately. I feel like it's an easy way out, So, although transfer foils are practically the same thing as stickers, right? What's that doing open? What is this doing open? And something popped out of it. Some of my drill bits. Okay, there we go. Wonder where my fall plates are. Let's see. Here's one with giant leaves. Oh no, those are. Oh no, yeah, here. Here's some leaves we could even layer. And there's some sticks and stuff. I don't even think I have a brown stamping polish. I do have this like orangey, let's see, thing from Maniology. I have this color. It's like an orangey brown, Indio. This is like a pink. That's clear. I have this. That could work. What's that color called? Teardrop. I got this green. Evergreen. And then I just got a pink and a white and a clear. But I mean, I have other sets of stamping polishes. I don't think we're going to be using pink and probably not white, but I don't know if I have brown. That one though I think would work. Indio. I have this Born Pretty set. It's got like a bright green, but there's gold. Take out the gold too. Bright yellow. That would look good on a sunflower, Manny. And then the orange, but that's only if we stamp anyway, right? So, and then I have some Beauté stamping polishes too. All right, where's all my fall ones though? Oh, I have these too, which are also for layering. These are triple layer ones, so you could, do 3 colors. They're not organized, I don't think, by like holiday. I know my Christmas ones are together. These are just some random flowers and greenery and stuff. Butterflies. Butterflies, those have leaves. Let me see what else. I have tons of stamping plates. So. I got this fall plate from CADS, which is really cute. You do all these animals with it. You can use them individually too, but they make animals. Like here, you can see there's the head, the body, and the tail, and the little legs. If you guys can see that. But then you could just use the leaves if you wanted to. Let's keep it out just in case. All right, I'm looking mainly for like leaves anyway. These are all St. Patrick's Day. More St. Patrick's Day. Oh, there's some more leaves. Okay. All right. I'm happy enough. We got enough. No, that's not fall. Okay. All right. What'd you say, Britt? Hi, Patty. See glitter close up. That's Britt. Oh, yeah. It doesn't have the green, but. And it doesn't have orange. But it's got like this. What made me think of these was because there was a purple leaf in it. And then there was like orangey yellow ones that I thought could go with the gold. I might be better off using these than stamping, to be honest, as far as matching my glitter. I kind of got carried away and wasn't really thinking about what colors were already on my nails. And got carried away with pulling out different colors of stamping polishes. All right, let me put those off to the side. Okay, definitely we can file now. Let me just hit my vape. Woo! Patty, you didn't get notified? Didn't that happen last time too? Oh, I got all Something just fell off the back of my desk. Oh, I got these transfer foils too. Those aren't gonna match. Oh, these are just rose gold. I forgot those were there because they're not with the rest of my transfer foils. They're just kind of sitting on my desk in an organizer, you know. All right, we'll file the nude nails first. So I'm using a 100 by 180 grit file, and I'm using the 180 grit side. Make sure when you get new files that you always, it's called seasoning them. You pretty much just gonna take a second file and go around all the edges of your new file to kind of take the edge off of the sharpness of a new file. And you'll have there'll be less likelihood of you cutting yourself, especially at the delicate skin around your nails, you know. Okay, so I just go nice and round around the cuticle, and now I'm just gonna go straight down here. These nails are gonna be super easy to file because we used a solid dip, and Cosmix dips are always really easy to work with. Okay, and then I don't know what happened here, but we got a little bump at the free edge. Okay. Okay. So again, using the 180 grit side of my file, that's the finer grit. Go around the cuticle. Okay. I also do file the underside just to smooth that out. I'm still using the 180 grit side to file the bottom of my nail too. Okay. Let's move on to our glitter nails. We'll probably, like here, I'm going to flip my file to the 100 grit side to get into the sidewall there. Same thing there. Any little bumps on the nail, I'm going to file them smooth with the 100 grit side. Again, that's the finer side. No, I'm sorry, the 180 grit side. I misspoke. That's where I had that bump. And file the bottom. Okay, that looks good. I know you can't see it very well. It's kind of all dusty, but the shape and everything is good. I was going to say it's smooth at the bottom, but it was pretty smooth. All right, that's good, yeah. Okay. I just go nice and straight most of you, if you watch me, you've heard all this before, but just straight up and down on the sidewalls. And I mean, your nail, you're just going to want to follow the natural curve of your nail at the top here. I got a little bump over here. Okay, that's good. And that's all smooth. All right.
Hold me back, everyone, hold me back.
So now we'll do the same thing at the thumb. I'm going to go in with the rougher side here because it's kind of hard to get into the sidewalls. I got to create a little space here. We flipped a Senate seat in Iowa yesterday, went from red to blue in a special election. So that's great. Took away the Republican supermajority in that state. That's where Jolene lives, so it's great for her. Hi, Ella. Hey, Michelle. How are you? You think the blue, if I do stamp? Yeah. Like I said, I got carried away and picked out all these colors, not even thinking about whether they were going to match. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna buff the nail. The two nude nails need it. The other three really don't, but I'll go over them lightly. I'm gonna use a sponge buffer, which is my favorite kind to use because I feel like I can get more area covered in shorter time. Michelle, how are you? Ooh. My boy started high school yesterday, and it's actually my oldest son's birthday today. All right. Dust off. There is a lot of filing residue. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is use my Ergo file to go around my cuticles and perfect them. This is a tool from Bonafide Beauty. You can find them there, bonafidebeauty.com. And they sell the Ergo file. They sell glass nail files, glass foot files, all kinds of manicure tools, cuticle pushers, things like that. And this though is like a must for like DIY nails, I think. And yeah, bonafidebeauty.com. If you go there and make an order, if you use code BFB Tower 10, you can save there. And if you don't want to go to the website, they sell their products on. You can get the Ergo File on Amazon. Just search for it, Ergo File, and see how perfect that is. You know. Just rock it side to side. It's got a little indent in here that catches on your nail, and when you rock it, and you can even come down your whole sidewall, when you rock it, it files for you like that. And of course you can use more or less pressure depending on what you need or what you want for that nail. Oh, I think I drew blood on my thumb. Not from this, but just from filing. It's a little red up the top. Okay. There we go. All right, so once you're done filing, buffing, using your Ergo File, get up and go rinse off your hands so they're nice and clean, because now we're going to get into our nail art. If you're not doing nail art, you'd be top coating, so you'd want them clean at this point too. I'm going to use alcohol and a nail brush so I don't have to leave you guys. Oh, you should see how bad I'm peeling, you guys. This is going to be the worst sunburn I've ever had in my life. Okay. So this is what they look like now. Super pretty glitter foil dip. I really love it. All right, let's see about these transfer foils. I'm gonna, because I know this is dusty, I'm gonna take a paper towel and the transfer foils. I definitely want that purple one. I think we could use like the colored ones too, maybe like that. I think we could get away with something like that. I don't know about the blue and green one. I think I could do gold too. So like right here is a gold one. So let's cut out this gold leaf. Oops, I cut on another one. Okay, so we got that one. I want this one too. Let's get this purple leaf. Okay. Whoops. Here's another gold one. little bit of orange. Let's trim this one. This is that blue and green one. I don't know if I'll use it, but maybe I'll get another purple leaf too. I'll just cut that one out too. So these transfer foils are a little different because they're clear, right? And I'm just going for certain colors. I don't want all of them. Let me get one more. I want another purple one if I can get it. Looks like I've taken a lot of the purple ones. All right, cut out these little pieces. Okay. Do you think I should cut out a couple more? Because once I put stuff on my nails. Hold on, here's another gold one. Get this one too. Okay. All right. That should be enough. And let's try and use Cosmic Nails sticky shit and see how these work. Instead of the foiled. Did I say Luxie Nail? Cosmic Nails. Instead of Luxie Nails foiled transfer gel. So this sticky shit is an air dry liquid. It goes on like this whitish purple color, but it dries clear and leaves a sticky residue on your nails. I've used it before to do transfer foil, so I don't anticipate any issues. But it can also be used to help stickers or decals, transfer, nail transfer decals and stuff, stay in spots so they're not sliding around on your nail. Grab a pair of tweezers. I'm going to turn on my fan and put my hand in front of it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Janet. Yeah, it does, pink eye. I used to get it, conjunctivitis, all the time as a kid. It was like a regular thing. Hey, Jolene. Did you see my text, Jolene? From this morning? I know, that's awesome, right? It's good for Iowa. See, J.B. Pritzker, I think it's J.B. or J.D. I think it's J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, gave a good speech the other day. Yes, the day before yesterday, I think. Oh, crap. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I just gotta go grab my other vape. My battery died. Okay, I'm back. I also noticed that my tank's almost, it's getting low, so I might as well fill it. And then hopefully my nails will be dry. It's my Jam Monster blueberry. It's supposed to be like blueberry jam on buttered toast.
It's chicken, November 13th. November 6th, you put it Charlie on the phone. I haven't even Charlie put it in. They want to give me rights. Okay, November 13th. Donna Adelson.
Let me have a sip of my coffee. I haven't done that either since the live started. Yeah, Brett. Are you organizing your nail desk? Oh, in his speech, he called out the media. He's like, you guys got to start telling the truth. You know? Because, well, Fox News, forget about it. They just flat out lie. They had to pay $787 million to Dominion Voting for lying about the 2020 election. So you can't trust them flat out. But now Trump won't even let any reporters around him who question him when he lies. So he just says all this shit and people post it like it's true, but you know it's not. Gas is not $1.99 a gallon. Food is not less than it's ever been. Like, he's just ridiculous. We're struggling more than we ever have before. Americans are not happy with his policies. You know, we're pissed. And he said that Chicago doesn't want them, the National Guard. We didn't invite them. They're not needed. Don't send them. And he also said, we are taking names and we remember. And that he goes, if you hurt my people, I will make it my mission, he said, to see that you serve justice under our Constitution. It was a good speech. I like him. He's one who at least speaks out. Him, Tim Walz, Bernie, of course, you know. But a strongly worded letter from Chuck Schumer when Trump breaks the law, or Hakeem Jeffries when Trump breaks the law, screw that. We don't want our tax dollars going to a genocide in Gaza. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. And, you know, we're giving Israel all this money. Israel has free healthcare. Israel has free college. And we're giving them billions and billions every year. You know? I mean, to pay for all these tax breaks for the ultra wealthy, he took away healthcare and SNAP benefits, and he defunded the Department of Education, defunded FEMA, all illegal, and expect the courts to come out in the next day or two saying that his tariffs are illegal. You cannot apply unilateral tariffs against the world. He doesn't have the authority as president. Congress does. And he just ignores all of it. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta throw this asshole out. Because he is not going to leave. He didn't want to leave in 2020. He sure as hell, if he's alive, isn't leaving in 2028. He's building a 90,000 square foot ballroom, a $300 million ballroom that won't be finished probably till 2028. And then he's going to leave? Hell no. That's why the White House now looks like the sleaziest bordello in friggin', I don't know where bordellos are, but that's what it looks like with all the nasty, tacky gold everywhere. Oh, I heard you were going to do oils, Britt. Patty asked me if you sent me any, but I'm like, no. Yeah, Newsom's a fighter too. But don't forget, Gavin Newsom is a neoliberal. He promised California would get Medi-Cal, which was going to be government health care for the state. And then he vetoed it when it got to his desk. So he he's a centrist through and through. So like he's doing the right thing now, but unless he becomes more left, like we're not putting up with this shit anymore. We're not. And the same old, like Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi aren't cutting it. We want fighters in there, people who are gonna. Republicans have done nothing but cheat, like to get in Supreme Court justices. With every red state is so gerrymandered as it is. You know what I mean? That's why they voted against it when we tried to illegalize it. When the Democrats voted to, make it illegal and do independent redistricting, all the Republicans voted against it last year. Because that's how they get their votes. They know they can't win if people are just allowed to vote. You know what I mean? Like they draw the blue districts into like one part, so they only get a couple seats. You know how they do it. And so with all of that, I'm saying we can't play by the rules anymore because the rule book's been thrown out the window by them. So we got to be willing to do what we have to do. And not because we're not going to not do something because the parliamentarian says no anymore. Oh, I thought you sent Patty some. She made it seem like it. All right, let's see what we can do here. I want to try and. Oh no, not wrinkles. Let's see if this is gonna work. Pretty good. A couple small spots didn't take, but it's not noticeable. Let's take this yellow one. It seems like it works best if I like really use the heat of my hands to warm it up. I'll scratch it too, just in case. All right, let's see. There we go. All right. Get that sticky shit going, huh? And then I'm going to put a purple one down here at the bottom. Whoops. Ooh, this one doesn't feel like it wants to stick. Just using the back of my tweezers to press down on this. Come on. Problem. I can't even figure out how this goes now. All right. I should use my tweezers, maybe. Okay, I got that. Yeah. That one's lousy. All right, I'm gonna have to file that off carefully. All right. Hmm. I'm gonna throw a little, actually, let me do my other ones first.
So, Laura, you guys,
I'll be able to get this again.
she's on trial right now. Will there be other arrests? Will we be shocked if there are other arrests?
Oop, I rubbed it right off. Ah, that didn't come off. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. And we'll try the yellow leaf. Actually, let me put the purple one up top this time. And put it there. Janet, I have the Donna Adelson trial on. This has been going on. He was murdered in 2014 and it was a conspiracy. And this is the 5th trial. 4 people have already been convicted. 3 are serving life without parole. Bummer. All right, that didn't work out either. Maybe I should have just used the foil transfer gel. All right. I still want a couple purple ones, so let me cut out a couple more here. There's a purple one right here. That's yellow. Purple. All right, one more purple one. Let me find it down here. There's only a few purples on here. I got these off of Amazon, like probably the first year I started dipping. All right, so I'm gonna go over these with foil transfer gel. I think it's just a little stickier. Just give a. I just want to make sure I don't have any gel on my skin. Okay. So this is going to be a 30-second cure in the lamp for this transfer foil gel. Lots of companies sell it. You can find it on Amazon. The good thing about this Luxie nail one is that it's HEMA free, so it doesn't irritate your skin if you are allergic. You know, that's the main culprit in allergies when it comes to gel products. And more companies are offering HEMA-free products or just getting rid of the HEMA altogether, which is great. All right, that was actually 35 seconds. And then they want you to let it cool down for a little bit. So we're going to do that. And then we'll add the rest of our nail art. Where was that, Patty? That's good that they feel safe there. Like my son's school, like, you know, they have what do you call it, like drills. And when they happen, he freaks out because they don't tell him they're drills, and they're like, you know, active shooter type drills. So he has no idea. I think that, and it's been an issue, you know, like I want to ask, can like we find out ahead of time so he doesn't, you know, he knows not to be freaked out. All right. Right there. I like these tweezers because they work good at getting wrinkles out of transfer foils or decals. That was a perfect transfer. And we're going to put this one here. Oops, missed the top. I guess I didn't keep it down long enough. I'll try and put it back down and reattach it. Okay. There we go. All right, so I just want to put a purple, or we could do this. Maybe we'll do this one, so it's something different. There. All right, good enough for me. There's a little bit that missed there, but that's fine. I think it's cute. The colors are cute. They're a perfect match? Nah, but that's all right. They're still cute. I'm going to save these. So let's top coat the two accent nails with gel top coat. So they're already sticky, so we don't need a base coat. And I'm using top coat from Nail Boo.
Nice charts, yeah, so people can see the timeline, especially people that are this great case for the first time. Also, Mimi Alexandra said, as a side PhD student, narcissism
Okay.
magical thinking and me. I think after this course, I'm not waiting because we'll do it in the intro just before the next one starts. I want to show you the verdict. Charlie Edelson's reaction to the verdict is quite something to watch.
I think I got a little on my skin here.
And also, by the way, there's still a guy.
Yeah.
At some point on this witness list for the states called Scott Brady.
These little
And he had time to
cuticle cleanup tools are awesome.
leave Vietnam with Charlie. So apparently it was actually the
Okay.
Charlie.
We'll do a 60-second cure for these nails, and then we'll reactivate the glitter nails and top coat them.
Charlie was convicted. He became not as bad. It's not like he even came up with a different plan, you know what I mean? It was his plan first, and then it became her plan.
Especially like he has anxiety, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it was like an alarm will go off and they'll tell them, oh, they're going into lockdown and the doors all shut and lock, and they'll have to, like, I don't know, sometimes they don't go onto their desk anymore. They all huddle in a corner of the room together.
The verdict of Charlie Adelson.
I'm guessing in like the place, like hopefully where you can't be seen from the door, you know. But, okay, that was 60 seconds. So activator again on the glitter nails. Look how beautiful this glitter is. This is Cosmic Nails, you guys. I'm using the dip called Mandala Effect. It's from the Weird Wonderful Woo Woo collection. And it is available now. Got a little bit of a wrinkle here. Must be from my transfer foil. The other ones feel all right. Okay, so now I'm going to take a lint-free wipe and just wipe down our glitter nails just to make sure there's no activator, wet activator, still sitting on our nails. Okay. And now we're going to go in with 2 layers of dip top coat. Okay. So I do 1 down the center and then 1 on either side just to get to the side walls. Don't worry about this first layer being the be all and end all because we're going to do a second layer and it will be more detailed, more thorough, and give these a few seconds before I go in with my second layer. Okay. So again, I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll cap the edge. 1, 2, 3. Tap the edge. And let them sit. And they'll be dry in 2 minutes or less. And then we can put some cuticle oil on. Pick out a Nelfie sleeve. My transfer foils don't really match that much. They're not horrible, but I could have done better with something else, I'm sure. That's what happens when you don't know what a dip looks like before you put it on. Oh, Michelle, you're going to use it this weekend? Really, Jolene? Your doctor's office? I'm so glad you can go today, though. That's good. That you can go to the doctor's? I mean, I could always file these off and do something different. I don't know. I might change it. Aw, thanks, Jolene. I know, and you just seem like you have so much going on, too, you know. And it's funny, like when Biden was in charge, you know, and they're like all like the deep state, Clinton, the deep state, but they were all the deep state. Well, no, your guy, Trump, and all his sycophants in the administration, I'd like to call it a regime. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, they're the radical ones. They always want to say, like, oh, I'm radical left. It's not radical to want a living wage, to want health care that doesn't put you into bankruptcy, to want to be able to support your family. That's not radical stuff. To be able to buy healthy food for your kids. That's not radical stuff. And that's what this conversation has like dribbled down to, you know what I mean? And it's literally a cult because Trump has told so many lies and broken so many laws. So if you want to say, don't ever tell me the Republican Party is the party of law and order. Don't ever tell me they're the party of fiscal conservatism. And Trump wants to act like he's solving wars. He's bombing Syria. He's bombing Yemen. He's writing up plans to bomb Mexico. Not to mention they're planning to overthrow the government of Venezuela because we want their oil. So he's bombing more places than ever. He is not the president of peace like he likes to pretend. He is the deep state. He's the one covering the Epstein files. He's the deep state. They're the deep state. Okay. I'm sorry. I haven't said much about politics at all, but there's a lot going on. A lot. And I don't know if I'm not going to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry. So, like, guys don't want to listen to me. If anybody still supports Trump at this point in time, while he's sending our own military over to into American cities, again, against the law. You know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, about the tariffs, how I said that a court's going to strike them down and they're all going to disappear. And then Trump's going to appeal to the Supreme Court. And you can't count on the Supreme Court for a just legal decision, you know what I mean? Because they're sycophants too. They stole 2 Supreme Court seats from us. I'll never forgive Obama for not just putting him in, and Mitch McConnell swearing they wouldn't do it, and then they did it. So they're the party of hypocrisy. And how many Republicans are pedophiles? Oh my God. I know the Catholic Church had a huge problem, and that's why, like, church is down big time, but now the Baptist Church has a huge problem for covering up. And so many Republicans, if you look, every day there's another one getting busted for child porn or soliciting a minor. And the Republicans are trying to lower the age of consent to 14 and the age of children, right to work laws, the age of children to go slave labor, pretty much what they want. They want us back. They don't want women to have the right to vote. That's coming too. They've already implemented like 70% of Project 2025, which calls for a police state, taking away women's right to vote. And that's why the whole thing about mail-in ballots not being safe, even though that's the way Trump votes, is by mail-in ballot. You know what I mean? It's the safest way to do it. And then he says, oh, we're the only country that does that. No, hundreds of countries do it. You know, mail-in ballots, what's going to happen to all our military overseas or all our other citizens who work overseas? You know what I mean? They can't vote. They're trying to make it so only wealthy white men can vote. Oh, yeah, he's bringing back coal. Yep, he's moving back to fossil fuels because they work. He doesn't like windmills. And, and I also heard he's gonna illegalize the COVID vaccine. He's banning it. 1 million people died under him during COVID. He's responsible for that because he was saying it's a hoax, you know, all the bullshit, all the lies he told during COVID and how late we were to react to it. And now he's going to ban the vaccine. They want us as sick as possible. They want us all dead. They don't give a shit about us. If he cared, he'd be expanding the right to vote, making it easier. But he doesn't want us to vote because he knows Republicans aren't gonna win. They can't win on their policies. You know what I mean? That's why they scapegoat whatever minority is. And it's always been like that. I mean, back in the day, it was the Native Americans, and then what? It was the Italians, it was the Irish, you know? It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, some undocumented immigrant making $10 an hour is not hurting your life. But billionaires taking away your health care and your food assistance and your child's education, yeah, that hurts our lives. Not to mention the price of groceries. We couldn't even get enough steak to feed our family because it was $20 a pound. We had £1 to share between the three of us. Because he doesn't care about the environment. He doesn't care. All those incentives to everyone put solar panels on their roofs. And my landlord is an electrician and he installs solar panels. But he like cut all that out. Like he got rid of all of it. You guys, we don't even have routine food safety inspections anymore. They got rid of them. They defunded pediatric cancer. They defunded Meals on Wheels. These are horrible people. They fired 70,000 veterans. They're trying to take their health care and they're getting rid of our social safety net. And if you look at the happiest countries in the world, they're Nordic countries like Iceland, Norway, Denmark. You know why? Because they have a strong social safety net. Some of those countries have a UBI, a universal basic income, where they get something every week or every month from the government just to help them out, to make sure they're living a good life, whether you work or not, no matter your age. They have free college, healthcare is paid out of taxes. You guys, we pay twice as much as any other major countries for healthcare. We have worse healthcare outcomes. They pay half what we do with better healthcare outcomes. We live on average 4 years less than other civilized societies. But the working class in America lives on average 7 years less than the wealthy. Because if you're working class, you're probably underinsured or uninsured and can't go to the doctor when you need to. And you wait until it's worse and worse and worse and you can't take it anymore. And the doctor's like, why didn't you come sooner? Well, I couldn't afford the copay or I don't have insurance. You know what I mean? And then you have poorer healthcare outcomes. But then we have our freaking Congress people who get the gold treatment healthcare that we pay for. And then these Republicans won't even meet with their constituents at town halls. And the ones that are getting reamed. Fox News, I'm sure, is not covering it. And CNN and MSNBC probably aren't either. You guys have to go to independent media. And that means media that is not paid by anybody except the viewers. They defunded PBS. How good was PBS for our country? He's taking his stock and interest in companies. Now he's going for Lockheed Martin. That's socialism, you guys. That's socialism. If the Joe Biden said he was taking a stock in Intel, oh my God, Fox News would have a heart attack. If Joe Biden was walking around with those bruises on his hands and that heavy pancake makeup on his face, the news would be all over, just like they were all over him with his health. It's such a double standard. Yeah, and it's like, what are we paying insurance for, right? I have to pay a copay every time I go. I got to pay for my prescriptions. Plus, I get a bill. And if it's a specialist, for a referral, you know what I mean? Then it's 5 times as much as my copay. And then there's still a copay on top of that. It's ridiculous. We're getting scammed. And that's just to make insurance companies money. So what every other country does is the government gives it would be like Medicare, like whatever your state has. Like here, it's called Right Care. And in Massachusetts, it's called Mass Health. I don't know what the state insurance is in Alabama, but that's what Medicare is. Medicare is your state insurance. So I don't even know where I was going. There's so many different things to talk about. Oh, I was talking about healthcare. Yeah. So the government just, you know what I mean? It comes out of our taxes and they pay it. And when you go to the hospital, you don't get a bill. That would get written. Medical bankruptcy is the number one bankruptcy cause in our country. Nobody should go into debt or into bankruptcy because they got sick or got cancer. That's like kicking somebody when they're down, you know? See, the government's taking care of all these rich and wealthy people, but they're taking stuff away from us, our right to vote, our right to even walk freely in the streets in some cases. Our right of free speech. Look what he's doing to colleges and people who, if they protest with Palestinian flags, protest for the Palestinian people who are starving to death right now. They just bombed a hospital that kills, bombing hospitals, and they killed a bunch of journalists because they're documenting it. They don't want anybody documenting it, what Israel is doing. And we're complicit. And if we don't speak out, we are complicit. And that's just a couple of the things, you guys. You know what I mean? Not to mention, like, he revoked 90,000 visas from students who were here studying abroad. That's called brain drain. That's going to affect us for decades, generations. The best and the brightest we had here studying. You know what else they did? They defunded all the clinical trials that were going on. So there was a clinical trial for a cure for cancer. There was a clinical trial for a cure for AIDS or HIV. All gone, all wiped out, all the work done. So we're not going to get cures for anything, you know. Instead, do 100 push-ups and 100 chin-ups in 10 minutes or whatever the fuck they said. Oh my God, that's horrible, Jolene. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, one of the other doctors said 6 to 8 months. I've seen tons of stuff on him. Yeah, it's definitely diuretics. He's getting all these injections, and that's what's affecting him. So yeah, he probably has what is it? Heart failure, heart disease, not heart disease. Congestive heart failure. I forget what it's called. Yeah, it's something though. But and that's another thing. Whatever's going on with him is our business. He's never showed us his medical records or his tax records. He has made, him and his family, $3.4 billion off the presidency in 8 months. All illegal. You know, it's against a lot of benefit personally, financially off the presidency. All of it is done out in the open. And it's so disgusting. He is a snake oil salesman. That's what he is. And anybody who supports him needs to wake up. If you guys don't know this, then shame on you for not educating yourselves. All right. Whew, think my nails are dry. Let's put some cuticle oil on. And then what they're doing to Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who they deported wrongly, can't even, but they can't face up to it. They're trying to save face. They're like, oh, he's MS-13. They fake tattoos on him. So, yeah, those are real. Even though they're not. He's a father from Maryland. All he's ever had was a speeding ticket. And they told him, so they bring him back, right, from CCOT in El Salvador, and they tell him, the Justice Department tells him, if you plead guilty to human trafficking, we'll send you to Costa Rica. He said, I'm not going to plead guilty to human trafficking. I didn't do that. Okay, then you go into Uganda in Africa, where he speaks Spanish. You know what I mean? Married to an American woman and has an American citizen daughter. And yes, if you are not an American citizen and your feet are on this ground, You are entitled by the Constitution to due process. You can't just kick somebody out without a court hearing. That's the law. And if you're born here, even if your parents aren't citizens, you have birthright citizenship. You should be a citizen of the country you're born in. Duh. You know, they deported a 4-year-old with stage 4 cancer with no medicines and no opportunity to even get medicine. How disgusting is that? They deported a woman right after she gave birth. This administration is all about causing pain and hurting people. It's not about uplifting people. We're the richest country in the history of the world. We can afford to give everybody a good life. They choose not to. And that's why they all got to be voted out and then tried and convicted and thrown in jail. Every single enabler. Every single one who voted for the big bullshit bill. I don't know. I don't feel like thinking. I'm all riled up. All right. He's destroying our economy. You guys know that, right? He just fired one of the independent Fed governors, first black one, of course, right? Ever appointed, super qualified, but that doesn't matter. Now he's going to put in a loyalist and it's going to give him the majority on the Fed. And then he's going to seize control of the economy. I'm telling you guys, this has happened so many times before in other countries. And then the economy crashes. That's what's going to happen. The dollar is not going to be the world currency. All these other countries are making trade deals without us. And we act like we're the world's bullies. You know what I mean? We're just going to bomb Iran, even though they're not building nukes and they weren't attacking us. We're going to go after Venezuela. We're going to go after Mexico, Greenland, Canada, all these different places, right? We're the fucking world's bullies. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait for the day somebody comes and attacks us. We deserve it. I'd rather go out and attack by another country than by attack by my own president who never gave a shit about representing the full country. You know, at least Biden and Obama, they always said, you know, it's not red state versus blue state. We're all Americans and I represent all Americans. You think Trump has ever cared to do that or ever even once said it? Hell no. He represents the people who support him, and that's it. And even then, he don't give a shit if you're middle class. See the way he's screwing over farmers right now. I'm looking for a ring. Okay. I'm going to wear my Pura Vida ring with my, it has an initial, has a dangle charm with my initial on it. T for Tara. There. Not my favorite Manny ever, but well, I might end up filing off the transfer foils and putting something else on there. I don't know, we'll see. I did only do one layer of nude too, so I don't want to go crazy filing, you know what I mean? But this is Mandala Effect from the Weird, Wonderful, and Woo-Woo collection from Cosmic Nails. You can score this stamp and the whole collection. Plus, she released a second collection called the Field of Frequency collection. That collection's super gorgeous too. I love both of them, but probably if I had to pick Field of Frequency, I like a little bit more. But use code TARA10 to save at Cosmic Nails or Cosmic Nails on Etsy. Thank you everybody for being here and listening to my ranting. I'll see you guys on Friday. Text me if you want to talk. Bye.